Hi there, folks. Wanted to bring you all up to speed on the progress that I've been making through the league so far, some of which has been not quite progress. You'll note that I am not currently playing a Necromancer, and I am not currently playing with a horde of minions surrounding me. And that's because since the last time that I uploaded to this here YouTube channel, we have had a rip. And I will go ahead and play that now. I live in Florida. It's the middle of the summer. Well, new build time, I guess. Yeah, that was a Martyr Ghost, which is one of the things that you'll find listed in one of my videos where I tell people what to avoid in hardcore because it's very, very dangerous. And, well, I guess I can't really give a better example of why it's dangerous than exactly what happened to my poor Holy Relic build. But that said, I do have another build that I'm quite interested in playing. I took a brief sojourn into the world of shield skills and played Spectral Shield Throw for a day before deciding that, no, I don't really like Spectral Shield Throw very much. The skill worked fine. Spectral Shield Throw killed monsters and did damage, and Raider was zoomy and fun to play. But I hated aiming with it. I just absolutely hated aiming with it and was not having a good time at all. So I rerolled again, which obviously did set me back in terms of progression, so I'm not pushed into red tier maps or T16s on this character. We're still in high yellows, but I'm having a great time. And the concept behind the character is that I wanted to take advantage of the new ailment scaling buffs that just got added this league, making it easier to shock chill or use things like Sap, Brittle, and Scorch, which is exactly what we're doing with this build. I'm using a Scepter that gives Secrets of Suffering. For those of you who don't know what Secrets of Suffering is, it is a keystone granted by a Delirium Jewel, which obviously you can also get through this Scepter here, called Alternating Scepter, which deletes your ability to ignite, chill, freeze, or shock enemies, but instead your crits now inflict Scorch, Brittle, and Sapped. Scorch lowers enemy resistances up to a cap of -30. Brittle gives you base crit chance versus enemies up to a cap of 15 base crit, which is utterly absurd. And Sapped lowers enemy damage by up to a cap of 20%, which is about as good as a fairly powerful Enfeeble versus most bosses, if not stronger due to curse resistance. So, while we are losing things like chill and freeze and corpse removal from said freezes, I'm gaining quite a lot of damage, as well as a solid defensive layer in the form of Sapped. To scale these things, I've gone for non-damaging ailment effect scaling on things like my boots. I have an Anoint, which gives 20% effect of non-damaging ailments. I've picked up some on the tree, and I've gone for it in a few places, like on my jewel here, in my belt, which gives effect of lightning ailments, which scales the sap. As well as that, I even have Unbound Ailment in my links currently, which I don't think is going to stay there, but I did want to give it a shot, and instead we're going to be going with a Ellie pen support, but in order to make one of those, I need all of these pen gems to reach level 20, and then we can do the vendor recipe to make Ellie pen. You'll also notice that in order to apply Brittle, Scorched, and Sapped, you do still need to do Cold, Fire, and Lightning damage, unless you have something like Leadership's Price, which would give you Conflux and allow any damage type to work, but we're not going that route. So instead, I've gone for Malachi's Awakening, which is an item that I've used in builds a long, long time ago, back in Incursion League, and which was very successful then, and is still quite powerful now. It completely solves mana problems for us, giving us blood magic, and then gives quite a good chunk of lightning, cold, and fire damage to any spell that we cast, provided we're not reserving any life, which I'm not. I do still get one aura, though, thanks to Mortal Conviction, so we get to run Zealotry. As far as the skill that I'm using, honestly, any of the 3 basic traps would work as far as elemental traps are concerned. You could use lightning, fire, or ice for this, but I actually haven't played Ice Trap before, and so I decided to give that a go because it's been fairly powerful lately. As well as that, going for Ice Trap means that I'm pretty much guaranteed to cap out my Brittle, and Brittle is the most powerful offensive portion of Secrets of Suffering, so we get quite a lot of damage from that. Our other links are Trap and Mine, Charge Traps, Cold Pen, and Cluster, and then like I said, we have Unbound Ailments right now, but that will be swapped for Ellie Pen later, and I'll make up the difference with some more ailment effect scaling on the Amulet and potentially better boots. I'm going to go ahead and run a map now so you guys can see the playstyle of the build. There's a lot of min-maxing to do and a lot of theory crafting to do. I really haven't settled on a tree yet, and all of the defensive layers I'll have in the endgame. I'm thinking Divine Flesh, but I'm not 100% certain. Go ahead and look in the description below, though, for a current path of building and a rough plan of where I'm intending to go. But until next time, since I'm going to head off now and just let some gameplay play, y'all have a good one.
day a-coming.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
It's my lucky day.